Welcome to beautiful Northwest Alabama, an area we call the Shoals. We're very fortunate here. A river runs through it. But from the very beginning of its development, in order for communication and commerce to progress, this river needed to be negotiated. You see, it wasn't always enough to simply float down it. There were times when we needed to cross it. So in 1832, the Alabama legislature authorized the Florence Bridge Company to build this bridge across the Tennessee River. It took 8 years to do it, but in 1840, it opened as a toll bridge. Now, it was heavily damaged by storms on 2 occasions, and it was closed for a period of time. But in 1858, it reopened as a superstructure, double-decked railroad bridge. Folks no longer crossed this river by wagon. Now, they were riding the iron horse, and that was progress. A few years later, during the Civil War, this bridge served an obvious strategic purpose. Soldiers, supplies, and communications could very easily and very quickly be moved from point A to point B. So much so, in fact, that in 1862, the Confederate Army burned this bridge in an effort to slow down the ever-increasing advancement of the Union forces. 2 years later, in 1864, over 29,000 Confederate troops camped and assembled around this site before crossing the Tennessee River in preparation for one of the major battles of the Civil War, the Battle for Franklin, Tennessee. After the war, the bridge was once again rebuilt and put back into service in 1870. For well over 100 years, this old bridge helped transport families and business people throughout the southern United States. And for a brief period of time, from 1904 till about 1933, this rail was shared with local streetcars. By 1993, Norfolk Southern Railroad had abandoned this old rail line, and they donated this bridge to the Old Railroad Bridge Company, a group of Shoals area citizens who wanted to preserve it for historical purposes. We can all be glad they did. Today, the only purpose it serves is to enhance the quality of life for Shoals area citizens and all the visitors who come to see us. Almost any time of any day, you can find folks leisurely strolling down the 1,500 plus feet of this glorious old wooden bridge. You can't blame them, really. You know, we are blessed with a great deal of natural beauty here in the Shoals, but you could travel our entire area and not find a more majestic view than right here. Best seat in the house. So, the next time you have an occasion to travel O'Neill Bridge from Colbert to Lauderdale County, before you cross the river, spend a little time standing on top of it. Admire the view and ponder the history of this old bridge. Take a minute. Read the sign. I'll see you next time, somewhere in the beautiful Shoals.